I'm Shauna Yao at TotalGenius.net, and we're going to do a little dancing, but have to talk about the one thing that's on everybody's mind. So, today we're going to talk about abundance, getting the flow going into your life, and just attracting more good things to you. Because right now, I think that there's a lot of problems in the world and different things that are going on, and everybody is on, social media, on Instagram, on Facebook. We're all trying to get something. I mean, let's just hit the bottom line. We all have a business, or we have a job, or whatever you are on Instagram for. You want inspiration. You want good things to come to you. And sometimes we get blocked. Sometimes it happens more for other people. And I don't know if you've ever been through this, but I'm sure you have, because you're human, that sometimes our energy just things happen. Things happen in the world, things happen in our lives, and we start to go negative. We start to think about these problems that are coming at us, and sometimes it sends us into a spiral. And those times happen often, but you can actually turn those around rather quickly. I'm going to tell you a couple things that you can do to do that, but doing that also will help you attract more abundance to your life, because actually that's really what I want to talk about. I want to talk about an abundant mindset. And abundance does not just mean money. Abundance actually just means the flow, getting the flow of positive energy coming into your life. And so what ends up happening is that when life gets hard, our brain focuses on these things that may be important, but they just are consuming us. And they block that flow. I mean, can you imagine walking through your life and holding your breath and trying to get air? Oh my God, I can't breathe. Why? And that's actually what happens when your energy flow stops. So I know this all sounds, if you're a little woo-woo, if you believe in the law of attraction, that, you totally get it. And if you don't, how you can look at it is you want to see yourself as your life just as a flow. It's like breathing in, breathing out. It's like what marketing is. Marketing is a push-pull strategy. And Jen, well, then this is for you. And so you can't, every time you feel yourself getting stuck, I want you to imagine yourself like a big balloon. And when you get stuck, when you start doubting yourself, when you get into that repetitive mindset, it's like this balloon is just expanding and expanding, and it's probably at some point just going to pop. But if you think of it as what you want is this in and out, it's like breathing in, breathing out. You're like a river flowing, and that the river just flows. There's abundant water flowing through. And when you are able to let go of all of the goodness inside of you, everything that your life has led to you, and you start to, this is why everyone talks about gratitude, because you don't realize that river actually starts with you, that you are in control of that river. You, I'm sure, are over the age of 10. If you're not, maybe you shouldn't be listening to this. But that means that you have collected a lot of things in your life. And I'm not talking about physical things. I'm talking about memories, experiences, good things, family, friends, experiences. And even if you've experienced tragedy and sadness and bad things that have happened to you, when you can focus on the good things that have come to you, they came naturally. That's called your God-given right. I have lived with this mantra all of my life. Well, actually, not all of it, but when I found out about it, I chose to believe it. And I'd like for you to choose to believe it too. that it's life happens for you. And why that is that there is a God, a universe, whatever you believe, there is something greater that's directing us. We weren't put on this earth to suffer. We really weren't. It's just that we get in our own way and cause ourselves to suffer sometimes. And there is suffering in the world. But what we choose to focus on will get that river flowing. So if you believe that you were blessed, that you were put on this earth for a reason, that reason is actually something that needs to flow out of you. You were put on this earth and you went through bad experiences and you went through difficult times so that you could take all the goodness inside of you and share what you've learned in your life with other people. And, whatever that is, I don't care if you're a realtor, you do sales, you have an MLM, you have a business, you're a coach. Whatever it is that you do in your business, your life, to make money, that is called the energy of life. Money is actually an energy, and it's actually how we people exist. So there's nothing sleazy about promoting yourself. There's nothing bad about spending money, and there's nothing horrible about charging for what you do. But first you have to understand what it is that you do and why you're here. And I call it your money code, because that's actually what it is. Your money code is actually not an amount of money. It's not a certain amount of money that you will make, or, there's no big dream out there. Your money code is actually when you understand it's a day you decide or you figure out why you're here. We all have a deeper purpose, and that deeper purpose is why we're here. And when you can capture that, even if you do something like you do door-to-door sales, if you love it, that's called a winning personality. Who else can go and do door-to-door sales? Whatever it is that you do for a living, that's your God-given right, because we all have to make money. So you have to do something for a living. And when you can understand how you, specifically you, contribute to that thing, you will start to see that flow of abundance happening. You'll start to, what ends up happening is that you start to attract more abundance to you because you start to focus on more positive things. And I know this sounds a little woo-woo, but that's really what the law of attraction is. It's what anything, if you're religious, it's having that belief that things are going to be okay. That when you show up not as a fake person, but as a real person, when you actually believe that you're there because you were born to smile, you hold yourself at a different level. That's called your personal value. And you make a commitment to yourself, because when you understand your value, you are committed. You're committed to yourself to stand in that value every single day, even on days when you don't feel like it. If you're like me, I have a health condition. It makes me not feel good a lot. And I have many days let myself fall to a lower standard. And what ends up happening is that river gets blocked. And I end up beating myself up in my head, and bad things happen. My skin breaks out. It's bad. But when I'm happy and smiling, then I actually attract a different energy to me. Because who wants to be around somebody who's worried and thinking things are bad? They aren't. And everything, if you put your energy into this commitment to yourself, to walk in your value every day, people will respond. There's this other phrase that I live by. When you walk in your value, people respond. People respond. People respond to people who are positive, who have this energy. You know, there used to be this show, if you're kind of old like me, called Ally McBeal. And Ally McBeal had this theme song in her head. So I recommend you go find your theme song and you be singing it in your head all the time. Wake up to it. Go running with it. Like, think about that song. Because as Tony Robbins says, when you change your state, it just makes you happier. And when you're happy, you're actually also smarter. And when you're smarter, you can put things into a context that will attract abundance to you, make you money, you know, help you meet the clients that you need to meet, help you get your stuff in front of other people in an authentic way. That's what an abundance mindset is. So today, I want you to think of yourself as a river flowing. What can you give? You know, this is what tithing is. When you give a certain percentage of your income, you give $1 to a homeless man. Do you know that doing that starts the flow coming, even and especially when you don't have money? Because what it shows you subconsciously is that you actually have more than you think. And that money, it may not come back to you in a dollar bill, but it will come to you in some other way. The more goodness you can put out, go do a video today. Do a video. Tell the cashier at Starbucks that she looks great. Do something that puts your good energy out there. One thing, and I promise, when you stop like holding on to what you think you have or trying to get stuck in your ideas, let it out. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm going to be doing a whole series of videos because in actuality, you know, when you get down to the whole like business side of business, if you're trying to promote your business on Instagram, whatever it is that you're trying to do with that, it means that marketing is actually a push-pull strategy. It's just like an abundance. It's about that flow. It's the push-pull. What push-pull means is that you're putting good information out there and then you're doing things, like doing things to attract it back to you. That's called a push-pull strategy. So, you know, without going really techie today I just wanted to talk about having that abundant mindset so you can have it. Breathe in, breathe out. Go find your theme song, and if you need any other strategies, stay tuned because I'm going to be doing more live videos about it. If you're one of my Facebook friends, or if you're not, come join me on Facebook at Shauna Yao because I'm going to be doing some Facebook ones also. There, all the links are in my bio, and I'll see you guys soon. Come introduce yourself, all right? Because it's Friday. This is my theme song. I wake up to this every single day. What's your theme song? I want to know. I'll see you guys soon.